From San Francisco on the Developer Lounge at Dreamforce07. This is Peter Coffey with Salesforce.com. I'm joined today by Jeff Ragusa and Chris Schalk, developer advocates with Google, who've just come out of what I'm told was a standing room only session. And if the lens on this camera were longer, you'd be able to see 4 huge screens behind me with Google logos on top of them, because this is very much Google's day here at Dreamforce 2007. Jeff, tell me about the opportunities for developers to play off the open APIs and the powerful capabilities of the Google and Salesforce platforms.
Sure, thank you very much, Peter. What we talked about today was a number of different technologies. Initially, actually, Google Data APIs is really a way to get programmatic access to a number of Google applications. We talked about Google Spreadsheets quite a bit, but there's upwards of 10 different applications that offer programmatic access to the data. And it involves a really great way for developers, for ISVs to actually pull data and functionality out straight from Google and create mashups, including them directly in their own applications. That's one example. We also talked quite a bit and got a really great reaction on Google Gadgets and the Google Gadgets API, which is really our UI component layer integration technology, really showing how to build UI level integrations and mashups, and all of these things kind of involving Salesforce, involving Google, and involving third-party websites and portals as well. There's a lot of flexibility for partners and developers.
If there's one headline that I've seen probably in every business publication this year, it's something about the consumer-facing web applications coming into enterprises, whether they're ready for it or not, because employees and departments and business units see the collaborative power and see the ease of use and the ease of adoption, and I guess that just creates a lot of opportunity for you guys to expand the capability of your tools.
Absolutely. I've been with Google Enterprise Group for about 2 years now. A lot of people aren't even aware that we have an enterprise group. We've actually had this group going back about 5 years selling enterprise search. So we've kind of gotten that, built those relationships, learned how IT organizations work and that sort of thing. But now, as we kind of move more mainstream with our Google Apps offering about 9 months ago, we're learning a lot more from folks like Salesforce.
One of the myths that I encounter is that when you're working with an on-demand service provider, whether it's the Google platform or the Salesforce platform, you pretty much have to go over their wall and become part of their city and really forswear all others. But I know that you are thoroughly conversant with our APIs and platform technologies and are finding a lot of opportunity to add value in both directions.
Yeah, that's the thing. With Google's APIs and products that they're offering, like currently if you go to code.google.com, you can see a whole breadth of different kinds of technologies. And the cool thing about them is there isn't really any large walls that you have to overcome to start using these technologies. Like within a matter of minutes, you could learn literally how to create like a Google map and integrate it into your own technology. So someone from Salesforce.com, if they want to integrate some cool maps technology into their application, it's just a matter of a few lines of JavaScript, because that's what we've done to really kind of make the APIs, the technologies, very easy to be transportable or integratable into other technologies such as Salesforce.com. So Maps is one example. There's a whole bunch of other ones like Ajax Search, Ajax Feed, go down the list.
So you must have been seeing a lot of really exciting stuff here at the conference this week.
Yeah, definitely. Just being out here and watching some of the demos that we have here, where we're integrating gadgets into Salesforce's technology and some of the other things that you guys are showing, was very, very intriguing to see that how easily a lot of these technologies can actually work together.
And I guess nowhere to go but up, and the strategic partnership of Salesforce and Google has certainly been one of the prominent stories in the IT press this year. Jeff, how do you feel about going out and talking to the enterprise community when so many people think of Google as just a consumer-facing company?
Yeah, it's a really great point. It's both it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. I mean, it's great for us to have that brand and have those folks coming to us. I mentioned the employee being the consumer and going to the IT director and bringing them to Google. That's great for us. On the other hand, once they start talking to Google, there is a little bit of a trust issue from within enterprises that we have to work through, and it comes with time, and it comes with kind of experience in building that trust. Salesforce has obviously done a really great job of building that over a period of time. There's a lot that we certainly can and need to learn from them, and one of the reasons why we're here and why we continue this. To continue to grow this partnership and participate in these events, and so that we can talk to customers who really understand the value that comes from on-demand computing, and as well as kind of put ourselves in the light with Salesforce and show that there's a lot of synergy here. There's a lot of things that we're doing similarly together, and that users are really to benefit.
And Chris, when you talk to developers who are already thoroughly familiar with development and other kinds of environment, existing enterprise stacks and so on, are there any things that you discover they know that ain't so? that they really have to be re-educated on before they can fully understand what they can do with you?
Yeah, I could probably chime in the sense that I come from a Java background, and a lot of people I've worked with in the past, they've always kind of viewed a little bit of the client as being a kind of scary area because JavaScript and different levels of DOM support and things like that. Sure. But we're finding as the browsers and the technologies continue to evolve that people who have, like in my past, been maybe server-centric can actually come out to the client side and be a lot more productive and successful in creating kind of applications that are truly like Web 2.0. And so we're seeing a lot of cool, and that's where I think Google provides a lot of like cool technology. For example, Ajax Search or Ajax Feed APIs. These are really simple JavaScript APIs, and so I can actually go to my fellow Java developers and say, hey, check these things out. They're really not too much to them. You put a few lines of JavaScript in your client and you're up and running, and then you can take the power that you had before from interacting in databases and web services from, say, like a Java perspective, and then plug them into kind of some lightweight, simple front ends that are totally accessible via JavaScript, such as with the Google APIs, and be actually really successful with a really neat, powerful mashup.